It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Schneider Weisse, and it's their Kristall Weissbier. I've been drinking Schneider Weisse beers for quite some time. In fact, a number of years. This is their Tap 2. It's 4.9% ABV, 500 milliliter bottle. You've got that classic brown German glass to stop the hop skunking. There's the bottle cap. And also, what I like about German beer is the fact that in Germany, you get 10 cents back every time you take a bottle back to the bottle bank. And they clean and reuse the bottles. So you can see these track marks on the bottles. It feels like it's going to be kind of like rough around the edges, but actually smooth, really, really smooth. So they go along a machine and they get washed and cleaned, and you see the track marks of that. I really like that. I really like that kind of... It reminds me of being young in the UK, because when we were young in the UK, my grandfather used to take milk bottles and definitely pop bottles, more pop bottles, back to the milkman, and he would give money back for the pop bottles that went back, and they refilled them, cleaned them and refilled them. It was just a natural way of doing things, saving money, but at the same time back then, it wasn't a thing back then, was it? But they were recycling. There was no such thing as recycling when I was a kid, but people did it anyway. Now recycling's a massive thing, isn't it? Anyway, 4.9% ABV Kristall Weissbier. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. We got a 4 to 5 finger white head, good levels of carbonation rolling up the glass. I just finished a Schofferhofer Kristall Weissbier, and it's very different. It was very different to this. This is lots more carbonation raging up the glass with this one, definitely. A lot more carbonation. So I talked and chatted regarding Kristall Weissbier in the Schofferhofer review, and I'm probably going to speak about it a little bit again, because I think it's a very curious beer. It's a very curious beer style. It's a beer that's probably leaning into the clear lager drinkers' hands, if that makes sense. We'll talk about that in a moment. But I want to start off by saying this beer is available from beersofeurope.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK, with a fabulous range of beers from all over the world. If you've been on holiday, if you worked away, and you found that beer that you love, and you want to try it back in the UK, best place to find it is beersofeurope.co.uk. Link is in the description box of the video. So on we go then with the beer review. It's very clear, this one. Light straw, golden amber coloured beer. Looks very good. It's definitely a beer that's been brewed for the eye. And I find that slightly controversial, especially coming from a German brewery. Aroma. Spicy, peppery. Lemon, touch of lime. Banana, clove. If you close your eyes, it's a bit like the old black IPAs, isn't it? Close your eyes, you look at a dark beer, you close your eyes, and then you think about a golden beer. It's a very similar philosophy here. Clear Weissbier, but if you close your eyes, smells much more like a Weissbier. But it's the looking at it that really messes with your mind, because it's clear. Weissbiers, of course, are naturally cloudy beers. A little bit of orange peel. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Quite fizzy, this one. Quite hissy, fizzy, aggressively carbonated on the palate. Drinking like it's got the mouthfeel of a lager. Definitely got the mouthfeel of a lager. But if you close your eyes and you don't look at that kind of golden coloured beer, yeah, it's much more like a Weissbier. Banana, cloves, spices, pepperiness, little bit of kind of slice of orange, a little bit of lemon. But it's got this slightly strange, almost musty bitterness on the back end. It's tough, isn't it? It's tough because I know how good the regular Schneider Weissbiers are. They're terrific. They're called Schneider Weisse. They're a specialty brewery that produce terrific Weissbier. And it's terrific. Tap 10 being my favourite. They changed Tap 10. They kind of make Hopfen Weisses, some hoppy ones. They'll change it. They'll make other styles of the Tap 10. It's a brilliant beer. Generally in a big 750 or 650 milliliter bottle. Terrific stuff. If you ever see Tap 10, or some people call it Tap X, because it's got that kind of Roman numeral X as a 10. It's wonderful. Find it, buy it. It's good. But what I found with the Schneider Weissbiers is that I've looked at my YouTube channel and I've ticked off now. I think I started off with Tap 5. Then I did Tap 6. Then I did Tap 4. I've done Tap 1, the original Schneider Weissbier. But it's almost like Schneider Weisse... it's almost like Schneider Weissbiers are like the Panini cards, where you got to collect them all. You got to collect your favourite one, or collect the whole collection of a certain pack. So Schneider Weisse have done 10 different tap beers, 1 to 10. And looking at my YouTube channel, this is the last one, Tap 2. Tap 2. Every other one's been done. So this is me almost kind of like signing off. Like, well, hey, we've done it. We've signed off all. I think, though, maybe Tap 9. Tap 9 might be another one that I need to find. But it's not an easy thing to do, because they never seem to release the beers all at once. They seem to kind of like, sometimes you'll find Tap 6 in a bottle shop in the UK, sometimes you'll find Tap 7. I imagine if you lived in the town of, where are we here? Kelheim in Germany, then I imagine that you can find all 10 taps rather easily. But here in the UK, it's definitely a game. It's a game of trying to find the top 10 tap beers from Schneider Weisse. So Tap 2's done. If I'm honest with you, if I'm completely honest, then I think if I had the opportunity to buy the other Schneider Weissbiers, I probably would. Tap 6 seems to ring a bell in my mind. Tap 6 is probably the one that I really, really like, and I would probably buy it over most of the others. Maybe Tap 8 is another really good Weissbier. Tap 10 is terrific. This has been brewed for the people who drink with their eyes. People who go, oh, I don't like hazy beer, but I want to drink a Weissbier. Well, it's a lesson in life. It's a real lesson in life. If you can learn to not drink with your eyes and actually drink with your mouth, then the other Schneider Weissbiers are far better than this. This is almost kind of being brewed to try and invite people into the Schneider Weiss world of beers. If you're a lager drinker, and if you can accept this because it's clear, then maybe you will take those baby steps into drinking regular hazy Weissbier, which is terrific. And to be frank, to be honest, knocks spots off this. This is very entry level. For the regular lager drinker, this is very entry level Weissbier. Very entry level good beer, maybe. It's peppery, it's spicy, it's drinkable, it's refreshing. I'm glad that carbonation has been kind of knocked out of it a little bit. It was a little bit aggressive when I first started drinking the beer. It was too aggressive for me. But it's okay. As Kristall Weissbiers go, it's okay. It's a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.